When you look at the most successful people in the world, you often wonder, what's the secret? Is it talent? Luck? Money? Connections? No, it's something far simpler, something anyone can build, one powerful habit that changes everything. And the beautiful truth is, it doesn't matter if you're 15 or 90, your journey towards success can begin today. Take a deep breath. Because today, we're going to uncover the beginning of success, the moment that turns ordinary lives into extraordinary stories. Let's start from the very beginning, not the beginning of wealth, fame, or power, but the beginning of belief. Success doesn't start when people notice you. It starts when you notice yourself. It begins the moment you say, I'm not who I used to be, I'm becoming who I was meant to be. That single thought, that tiny shift in your mindset, is the habit that changes everything. Because success isn't an event. It's a daily decision. Every great transformation begins quietly, inside your mind. Maybe you wake up one morning tired of repeating the same mistakes. Maybe you realize you've been waiting too long for the right time, the right people, the right opportunity. And then it hits you, there is no right time. The right time is the moment you decide to start. The most powerful people you've ever heard about once stood exactly where you are, confused, uncertain, even scared. But they made one simple decision, to build a habit of showing up. Not to be perfect, not to be fearless, just to show up. That's where success begins. Not in loud celebrations, but in quiet consistency. When no one is clapping, when no one believes in you, yet you keep moving. So what is that one habit that truly changes your life? It's not reading 1,000 books or following every trend. It's discipline, the habit of doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Discipline is not punishment. It's freedom. Freedom from regret, freedom from doubt, freedom from the weight of what if. It's the bridge between who you are and who you could be. Imagine this, every single day you wake up and take just one small step. You work out for 10 minutes. You read for 15. You write down your goals before bed. At first, nothing seems to change. But days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and suddenly you realize you're not the same person anymore. You've become someone who keeps promises, especially to yourself. And that's where power is born. There will be days when you want to quit. Days when your mind tells you it's useless, when your heart feels empty. That's when you must remember, the habit you're building is not just for success, it's for your soul. Every time you choose to keep going, you are training your mind to believe again. You're teaching yourself that you are stronger than pain, stronger than fear, stronger than failure. When people see success, they see the final picture. They don't see the nights you cried in silence, the days you doubted your worth, the moments you wanted to give up, but didn't. That's where real success is born, in the dark, when no one is watching. And here's the amazing part, once you start living with discipline, everything else changes too. You start to walk differently. You talk differently. You look at life with clarity. Because you know that no matter what happens outside you, there's a strength building inside you. People will notice the difference. They'll ask, what happened to you? And you'll smile and say, nothing happened to me. I just stopped waiting and started working. That one habit, the habit of taking action every day, creates a ripple effect. It spreads into your relationships, your career, your health, and your peace of mind. Slowly, you stop complaining and start creating. You stop comparing and start building. And you realize that the life you once dreamed of is not so far away anymore. Let's be honest, you will fail. We all do. But failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every failure teaches you something discipline never could, humility, patience, and resilience. You learn that pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever. So the next time you fail, don't hide from it. Face it. Talk to it. Ask it what it's trying to teach you. Because failure is a mirror, and sometimes you need to see yourself at your lowest to discover how high you can rise. Little by little, you start to change. You begin to value your time differently. You surround yourself with people who lift you up. You stop seeking approval and start seeking growth. One day you wake up and realize you've become your own motivation. You look in the mirror and see someone strong, not because life was easy, but because you refused to break when it was hard. That's the real beginning of success. It's not about reaching the top, it's about becoming the person who can climb any mountain. If you're listening to this right now, maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you think it's too late to start. But hear me clearly, as long as you're breathing, you're still in the game. It doesn't matter how many times you've fallen. What matters is you stand up one more time than you fell. Start with one habit today, just one. Wake up early. Read for 10 minutes. Take a walk. Reflect on your dreams. And do it again tomorrow. That's how success is built, not in giant leaps, but in tiny steps taken every day. So before this video ends, I want you to make a promise, not to me, but to yourself. Promise that today is the day you'll begin. Not tomorrow, not someday. Today. Because the beginning of success is not a date on the calendar, it's a decision in your heart. If you felt these words today, don't just listen, act. Like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to Rise Inspire Global 360 for more daily inspiration that keeps your spirit alive. Remember, the one habit that changes your life is the habit of never giving up. This is where your new story begins. A story of courage, discipline, and unstoppable growth. The beginning of success is already within you. Now go out there and live it. You've started your journey. You've made the decision. You've built the first habit. But here's the truth, starting is never the hardest part. Staying consistent is. Every morning, your mind will test you. It will whisper, just skip today. Rest a little. You can do it tomorrow. And that's where most people lose the battle, not because they lack strength, but because they stop believing in the process. Success doesn't come from one big action. It comes from repeating small actions every single day, even when no one is watching. The only way to keep your habit alive is to connect it with purpose. Don't just wake up early because someone said it's good, wake up early because your dreams deserve more time from you than your excuses do. Every day you show up, you add another brick to your foundation. It doesn't look like much at first, just a few minutes, just a small effort. But over time, those small efforts build walls of strength, confidence, and unshakable peace. The moment you stop questioning how long it will take, and start trusting that it will happen, you begin to grow faster than you ever imagined. Because success is not about what you do once, it's about what you keep doing when the excitement fades away. That's the moment where real winners are born, in silence, when no one's watching, when your heart says keep going. So if you've begun your journey, remember this. The one who stays disciplined wins quietly long before the world even notices. Take a deep breath. You've already started something powerful. Now it's time to protect it, to grow it, to live it. And this is just the beginning of a deeper transformation. To discover how to protect your discipline, overcome distractions, and turn your habits into unstoppable success. Wait for the next part. The rest of the story continues in part 2. Stay tuned, because the next chapter could change everything.